Hi, everybody. Welcome to Judith's Jewelry Box. I'm Heidi Ripka, and joining me is Gina Gannon. Hi,
Hello. Hi,
how are
Heidi. I'm great. How are you?
oh, kids are back in school, so yay.
I'm not at that point yet, but I'm
I
sure when they are, I'm going to be like, yes.
guarantee you,
Yeah,
give it a decade, and you'll be like, oh, now I understand.
right.
It,
Exactly.
it's the in between. I mean, so Jordana goes to sleepaway camp, but the weeks between the end of sleepaway camp and the start of school, I mean, you might as well just put a taxi sign on the top of my car and
Oh, geez.
yeah, just running in circles and lots of things to do. But yay, she's at school, off to a great start. I had
Love it.
a wedding this past weekend, so it's been nice. How have you
Oh,
been?
nice. I'm great. Just kind of trucking along, just, loving the jewelry and feeling good.
Good, good. I'm so glad to hear that. And it's not entirely a trip to Italy, but we took a little trip to Italy on some of these pieces.
I can't wait to hear about them.
And the two reels like well, there's a bunch of statements, but two of them from Italy, I mean,
Like, obsessed. Like, can't.
obsessed. Obsessed. I love this bracelet. I feel like I'm a very fancy Park Avenue socialite when I
Hmm.
put on my tricolor Tubagos bracelet. It's perfection.
It is.
But these are all
It's
attached. So
so high end. Yep.
it is so high end. It is so elevated. I mean, listen, if you were to buy these in 18 karat yellow gold with 18 karat rose gold and 18 karat white gold, you'd be in the five digits for it.
Mm,
But I mean, it's amazing. This is from the Verona collection. It's
I
made
love that line.
same types of factories that make the gold ones, but for us, it's all sterling silver. We have our 14 karat rose clad, our 14 karat gold, yellow gold clad, and our rhodium over silver. So genuine metals on top of the sterling silver. The way these are made, though, how good do they feel?
I know, they're so, like, almost, like, soft and silky.
They feel so smooth. Each of them has one of these stations with
Yeah, they're beautiful.
okay. It has the little Judith Ripka texture on the side of either. And it's we in the couture collection we always did a rolling ring and it's assembled the same way so that they're all attached, but then you put them on, they all roll on your wrist together. So this is a slip on. The
Mhm.
only mechanism is the mechanism that's actually within the bracelets to make them, which is special spring wire that's inside and then special sheet metal that is wrapped around it. Amazing, right?
I
So
just love the color combo together. I think that's just, like, so special. And,
I
7 and 3/4, correct?
7 and 3/4. So if you have an average wrist, or even I'd say even if you have a large wrist, you could probably get this on. I mean, I slide it on and off no problem because when it is a slip in, you do need a little extra room to be able to get it over your hand because it's a little bit wider right over here before you get to your wrist.
Mhm.
But it does slide on pretty easily and then it goes down here. So I do think there is some flexibility with the sizes. If you are a smaller wrist, it might be a little bit big, but I still think that it's worth trying out because you can see it's not too big on me. It's not coming all the way down.
Right.
Yeah, I have an average size wrist.
Oh my gosh, this is, like, everything. Like, this is so beautiful. When I saw these, I was like, "Ah, oh my god."
I,
I know that you showcased these when you were at JTV, correct?
for our, we launched it during August. When I tell you every host that saw them came up to me and was like, these are perfection. These are
Yeah.
the nicest two Bagasse bracelets we have seen to date. You wouldn't even know that they weren't genuine gold. That's how good they are. They feel great. They look great. I mean, they're they're literally perfect. Perfect, perfect bracelet in my book. And
Mhm.
if you've seen them the way I've seen them, I mean, they're a huge trend this year. Tuba glass has been around for ages. Like, I don't even know when they were originally developed, but for ages. If you look in all the vintage catalogs, you'll see them. But this is one of those timeless styles. And then sometimes it makes a resurgence where it's all over. And this year,
Yeah.
one of those years. So at the trade shows, they were everywhere. If you look in the fashion magazines, or if you look, on social media, you'll see Tubagas everywhere. It is just that it style for the season, but timeless, classic.
Yeah, you can't beat this. Like, I was just so obsessed, and again, it also makes it where you can wear it with everything because you have the tritone.
Well, Judith always says when you have mixed metals like this, it's the bridge to your collection.
Yep,
You have a gold suite, if you have a silver suite, if you have a rose gold suite, you put this bracelet on and then you can mix all of them together and they
mhm.
reason for being. They all have this one unifying piece in your suite that makes it all work perfectly.
Yeah, it kind of is, like, buildable. I love it.
It's all buildable. It's so great. And I love that you paired it with our new two-tone. No, not that, babe.
Oh, oh.
Neck.
I'm getting
No,
ahead of myself like always.
I see a two-tone Rolo necklace there. And
Oh, yeah.
Right, so that has the silver with the 14 karat gold clad. So
Yep.
this is a modern Rolo link necklace, and I'm just gonna bring it a
Mhm.
little closer here. So we do have our signature lobster claw, and then if you see sporadically throughout, we have the
Yep.
14 karat yellow gold clad links. So the reason I say this is a modern one, if you see that edge, it's a little more squared off than a typical oval Rolo link. Modern, it has that berger texture that everyone loves. There are, let's see what we have here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine 14 karat gold links within here with the silver. And Gina, are you wearing the heart on the lobster claw? So I see
I
you're wearing
am.
yours more. So that's a great.
Yes.
Are you wearing the clad or the silver?
I'm wearing the clad.
Okay, well then I'm going to show everyone that you could also put the silver on since you have the clad on,
Mhm. I just also, like, thought that this combination worked great together. Oh my gosh, look at that.
right?
When
So
you say Judith is the mother of hearts, right? That's what you
queen
always say. Queen
heart,
of hearts, that's it.
the
This actually reminds me of that. Say it again?
the mother-in-law that's the queen of hearts.
Oh, there you go, exactly.
And the nice thing about this chain though is that it's nice and substantial. So it is a
Yeah,
good balance with something like the Mooresmore heart, but also what's really nice is it's a great substantial chain to wear on its own.
I
So you
know, that's what I was
don't need to
thinking.
wear it with one of our enhancers. Now, granted, it looks phenomenal like that. I love it, love it, love it. But I always like a chain that if I just want to wear a basic chain on
I
its own,
agree.
the scale of this makes it super easy to do that. This is an 18-inch chain. And the other thing, Gina,
Mhm.
collar necklaces are on trend this year because of the size of the links, you could actually put this lobster claw in any of the links. So
Oh,
if you
right?
want to make it like a collar necklace, let's see if I can do this here. You can make it really short if you want to.
Love that, yeah.
And my friend Jennifer Miller over at JTB, she
Uh-huh.
always loves a little
Like a
lariat.
lariat? Yeah, I love a lariat too.
And then you could always put an enhancer
Oh, what a great idea. I didn't even think about it like that.
on the bottom. So
Love.
I'd probably drop it one more link if I was wearing it this way. But there's so many different ways. And again, you have the luxury of mixing your metals because this necklace is
Has
two.
that tone. Yeah.
I think this is one of those pieces that everyone needs in their jewelry box because of the versatility of it.
Yep.
Because you could wear it the way you have it on. You could wear it as just a basic chain turned around. You could
Mhm.
adjust length, or you could wear it as a lariat, the way I was just showing everybody. And with all the pieces, whether it's silver or plaid.
I was excited when I actually got this because I have not seen the two-tone like this in a just a necklace in Judith's line. So I was so excited, and I just was thinking about all the different ways I was gonna wear it and the different outfits and things like that. So it's
I
fun because it kind of but yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, great style. And it's funny, I was saying to my buyer the other day, we launched this style during the August rotation,
Mhm.
saw it on a bust, like a neck bust for one of the shows. I have no recollection of actually getting an opportunity to present it. So I don't think we ever got a chance to really speak about it. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
really?
14 hours, I kind of start to lose track
Well, that's true.
say after a while.
Kinda
But
all goes together, yeah.
I don't remember talking about it, but this is such a great style. So if I didn't get a chance to tell everybody all these great features, and of course, by the way, the signature claw has
Mhm.
17 points of Bella Luce, so it has all the sparkle. So yeah, there's no wrong way to wear this, and it's just such a perfect style if you want some versatility in your jewelry box. And of course, you could always put some of your enhancers. I don't have any of the ones with the straight bell. I'm not sure if this will fit on the other links, but you could probably make a whole story out of this one. Let's see. Oh yeah, this will fit.
Well, and the thing is that so many of us have all different enhancers, so it's just kinda nice that then you can have a chain that has that two-tone to kind of really play with it.
Yeah, and so, but like if you have different size enhancers,
Mhm.
what I sometimes like to do, yeah, it's fine to put one, but if you have the more narrow bale enhancers with a narrow bale, you could actually put a bunch of different enhancers on here to create a really cool look.
I love it.
Yeah, me too. Really, really beautiful style. And again, this is from the Verona collection. So just like the Tubigas bracelet, it comes from those incredible Italian manufacturers.
Craftsmanship, yep.
Their craftsmanship, their quality, their attention to detail is
Mm.
bar none.
Oh, even looking at it like that, you can really see the different the colors.
Y-
So pretty.
Yeah, yeah,
I love it.
me too, me too.
Obsessed.
So, with something like that, yeah, exactly. You need a nice big bold earring to go with.
Yes.
I see went for the clad, so I'm gonna hold it up in the silver. So this is the Jubilee shield earring. When I tell you how excited I was to get this earring, it has been so long since I've had a new shield earring, something that's on the ear, more of a statement style, so comfortable, easy to wear, and it goes back to our Jubilee ring.
Yep.
See that? So you have here the Berger texture. You have that swoosh of your pave Bella Luce. You have your high polished post with omega back,
Mhm.
360-degree designing with the pierced heart back plate. Holding up the clad. I'm holding up the rhodium over.
Mhm.
Look at how pretty that is. Look at how flattering that is. I mean, I always go for a flattering earring. I like something that's face framing. This really frames the face so nicely. But it's, again, a very sophisticated look. Like I was talking about
It
how
is.
sophisticated I feel like I'm, you know, a lady who lunches on Park Avenue. Well, I get that vibe from this earring as well. And these have about a carat 60 in Pave Belle Luce. The size is nice. It's just under 3/4 of an inch.
Mm.
A nice, nice size. Great on the ear. Looks phenomenal if you treated your
Yeah, exactly.
this works back well with that. Course works with this.
Mhm.
And yeah, get to those Jubilee band rings. I mean, it just goes with everything. I literally find that there's always a necklace that I put on that I'm like, okay, it's a bold necklace. Oh, like what we're going to talk about in a little while. And sometimes a stud feels like it's getting lost.
I agree.
A hoop sometimes to me, depending on the style, doesn't always feel like it works.
Right.
And then sometimes the drop is just too much drama. And so for me, having a great style like this, a shield earring, is that really perfect complement. It just balances the look because I'm always looking for balance. When I put on,
Right.
as much as I wear several pieces together, they all have to be balanced.
And what's nice is I feel like you don't see the shield look all the time, so it's kinda nice to have that in your collection. I love it.
I agree, and I do think it's a style that a lot of women don't have.
I agree, yep.
It's not until you get it home that you realize it's that style that you've been missing all along. We've done shields in the collection for years, and we're always going to bring shields back because it is a very classic silhouette and it is timeless and it is something that for all different occasions,
Mhm.
you just are going to find that you gravitate to this when you want more than a stud and less than a hoop or less than a drop. It's that style. When I went to my niece's rehearsal dinner, I wore
Mhm.
a pair of my diamond shield earrings because of it. Like it's just that right earring, depending on the occasion, depending
Yeah, it
on
just fits, right? Mhm.
the dress. It's just it just works.
It's also really comfortable as well with that Omega bag. It's so nice.
And
Comfortable.
I don't know if you've heard me talk about this before, but when I speak to the factories and we're developing these styles, I tell them, "You cannot have this omega touch the back of the earring because then it's going to pinch your ear and it's gonna be really uncomfortable."
It
So we
will.
have a
Mhm.
certain space between the back of the earring and where the omega stops.
I
Because my
love it.
mother and my mother, neither of them had pierced earrings. So all their earrings were clips. And as a kid, you play in everyone's jewelry
Of
box.
course.
I
Yeah. I
always
did all the time.
and so I would put their earrings on and I'd be like in pain in 2 seconds because it
Yeah,
was
like, ow.
like my I can't have that.
I know, I agree.
You
But
don't have
such a great look. What did you say?
you don't have to have pain for beauty.
Exactly. I mean, they say that, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, no, I don't buy it. Although with shoes, maybe, 'cause I like my heels.
Although my feet are so big, even not, pregnant, and they're so wide, I really can't even wear cute ones, but
Well, only when you're
what'd you say?
you mean only when you're pregnant?
No, in general.
Oh, yeah. I have the opposite. We'll talk about that after because I have
Exactly.
you and trust me, unless you have perfect feet, which I don't know if anyone really has perfect feet, maybe a few, but you're
I do not.
it's one of those things. I think we should all go back to the days of custom-made shoes.
There you go.
It's just, you know, everyone needs custom shoes. Not that I have,
Right.
but I think I should.
Right.
Hi, Orange. Orange just loves to visit us, Gina, every time we do this.
I know, it's so true. He's like, "Mom, get me on air."
Like, you're sitting still for so long that I need to come, but no, don't. Please don't.
When you were talking about lunching on Park Avenue,
Yes, you got those vibes.
no,
Cuba got. Should I let Orange up for a minute because he's being so good? Okay, Orange, come on up. And here he is. Okay. Say a quick hi to everybody. Say hi.
"Hi, Arit." Oh, look at his pretty eyes.
He's so pretty. Okay. Oh, God, he's so big. Um, so this Tubagas, yes, this definitely gives ladies who lunch vibes. So this is the same technology that's used for the Tubagas bracelet, except they're able to do it in different shapes. So whereas this is kind of like the shape of a D, like the D you have the flat back and then it bombays. So that
Mhm.
are when you look at the necklace,
Right, I see, it's flatter.
shape is flatter.
Mhm.
It still has a slight dome, but not quite as much as the bracelet. And what we did differently on the necklace is we added our berger texture to where it wraps over the spring wire. So
Mhm.
all Judith Ripka, we have these beautiful rich caps with the Southampton, and then we did a Mariner link lobster claw. So it has all the Southampton, berger, and then you have your row of Pave Bella Luce. Nice and oversized. And Gina, I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm going to show you.
Let me see.
Hold on, please. Let me put it back on.
Oh, also, I put this on with this too, and it was perfect.
That's what I was going to do. I didn't
Oh,
know.
there we go.
That's where I was going. You just kind of stole my thunder, but
I'm so sorry. That was not what my
that's
intention.
fine. Let's see. Okay, I had to get it to click.
Oh my god, how beautiful, right?
So it looked great on its own because this closure is nice and substantial, but how amazing does that look together? I mean, you want a real
Right.
statement, real wow
Yeah,
piece, or
seriously.
something with like a more open neckline. It looks so good. And the
Wow.
others, again, like for me, it's all about versatility. And I also like the fact, and I think I actually wore the silver version of this once on air, where I spun it around and I just wore it like a very, very clean, yeah,
Oh,
like
that's beautiful like that. Yeah.
a wearing it off to the side, like you just have it on
Yeah,
that.
I love that.
That's very cool too. Where do I have? Is it there? Yeah, right there. Very
And it's just nice though that you can kind of customize it though. It's like wear it a bunch of different ways. Use the enhancers. I mean, there's so many enhancers within the line and everyone loves mixing and matching. So it kind of becomes an extension of your personality and kind of your own jewelry wardrobe. I love it.
all about personalization. It's all about how is it going to work for you. And also, I always talk, we live in a world where people travel all the time. And I haven't perfected the art of the carry-on bag,
Same.
but a lot of people are really proficient at condensing and minimizing what they bring. And so to have pieces like this or like this, where you can get a lot of mileage out of it by wearing it
Right.
days and then just throwing in an answer or two to change up the looks, that's great. I mean, that makes life
Mhm.
so easier to have those one or two key pieces that are incredibly versatile. That is the premise of the collection, is finding versatility in so many of these pieces.
Yeah,
So
and build and I was gonna say buildability, but that's not a word. Making it buildable.
yes, building your collection,
Yeah.
building whatever that look is for the day, and then changing it how you build it the next day. So you
Yeah.
have a foundation piece, and then how are you going to build it? What's it
Mhm.
day versus tomorrow and the next day. Even it's that day to night. It's how Judith always likes to say, from black tie to blue jeans and everything in between. So, like,
Sure.
if I'm just wearing a tank top or a classic sweater and jeans, and I'm wearing it like this, and I'm going out to dinner tonight, I could always turn it around,
Yep.
put on my enhancer, and I've just elevated the look to a whole other place and made it dressier.
Right,
So
but even just now, even just flipping it, I mean, that even just kind of took it up a notch.
yeah, and people will be like, "Is that the same necklace? 2 different necklaces?"
Right.
It always looks different, which is so much fun, and I think that's, one of the reasons why people love collecting Judaica
Yeah,
is because of the versatility the collection provides and the fact that the pieces are unique and distinctive. There's no one else like Judith
no.
Ripka in this world. There's no collection. I just got tail on my
It's all
finger. Right, Orange?
but it's true, there is no denying Judith, it's so funny, even before I started on JTV, I've worn Judith since, I think I told you 2014, but yet when you see someone wearing it, I'm like, "That's Judith, isn't it?" Because you just know there's this distinct look.
100%. You can't miss it. And if you know Judith Ripka and you see somebody wearing it, even if you've never seen that piece before, which I always find so fascinating, but that's the mark of a true designer.
I agree.
Their design aesthetic is so distinctive that you could call it out even if you'd never seen the piece before. Really, really incredible testament to her. So let's talk quickly about this gorgeous More is More enhancer because,
My god.
yeah, right. I mean, my God, is
Oof.
I know we were only supposed to be talking about the clad version, but I did also bring down my silver. It is available in both. So, but I'll talk about this one. So it's 14 karat genuine gold clad over sterling silver. You have your pave Bella Luce, and you have all of these clear Bella Luce accents on the bail, on the loop, on the cherries or the gothics. I'm going to put orange now. Um, and it has 3.65 carats of the and a carat 26 of the round Bella Luce, which is so gorgeous. So chock full of stones. It's almost 2 inches, Gina, the size of this, by about just under an inch and a half. So it's a nice big scale, which I love a big scale piece. And again, we also have it in the silver. If someone wants silver or clad, we have both. Gina, I think you're having a little technical issues. It's been freezing on you. Do you know that? I think you do know that. I hear you. Um, you kept freezing.
Okay,
You're back.
I know. I'm back.
Okay.
My ear working, so I'm just gonna have to talk to you through here. So I kind of missed everything about this, but I'm obsessed.
You're obsessed, but I hope everybody else caught it. Just again, this is the More is More Pave Black Spinel Heart. This has been one of our best-selling styles for years. People love it. It's a gorgeous scale. It looked great, like we showed it on the Tubagos. It looked beautiful, Gina, when you had it on the two-tone Verona Rolo link chain. It looks great on our romance necklace. I've put it on bracelets as a charm, but it's a big bold one when you put it on. Great style. Um, you know what we have actually? Did you? Yeah, also from Verona. And I'm just curious as to whether or not I could put this on here. I bet I can. Because you know me, I love playing with my jewelry. So this is the Verona loop and toggle bracelet with the custom cut black onyx stone. Okay, could we talk about the sparkle of this stone and just the custom cutting and faceting that went into this?
I was gonna say because I've never seen a facet like this before. It's so different.
It's kind of like a sugarloaf stone, but it also has steps in it. So it's not totally smooth, okay? And then we did cutouts for the links to connect through the stone. We have the Southampton bezel going around it. We have this stunning loop and toggle. So we did a square shape loop to kind of mimic the stone station, a Southampton toggle bar that has the Pave Belluce on the ends. You have the black onyx cabs, so pretty. And then the link is alternating texture and high polish going around. But what I wanted to see is if my More is More enhancer can go on here, which I think it can. Let's see.
Wow, how beautiful will that be together? Wow.
I
Wow.
mean, that's a wow.
That's a wow for sure.
That's a statement, right? So pretty. If you like, I'm a big fan, by the way, of hanging a charm off a bracelet. I just think it's very chic when you do that. So that's why I always like to see which of my enhancers fit on which bracelets because it's a look that I like, especially when I'm layering it with different bracelets. I'll put a soft link bracelet on as my bracelet closest to my wrist, and
Oh,
a charm, and then do some cuffs above it. Usually, that's just
wow,
my. Everyone gets their own thing. You all get to create your own thing, whatever your look is.
exactly. But yeah, this is, and I
It'll
guess that fascinating work that kind of sets it apart and makes it unique. It kind of comes up a little bit. I love it. And that dome.
It's so unique. The color of this gold clad, by the way, is so buttery and rich. But, I'm mesmerized by how much a black onyx stone can sparkle when
Mm.
light hits it, and it's all because of that gorgeous faceting. And even the back, look at how beautifully it's finished with the Berger. Yes, we have our little Judith Ripka hallmark in the middle there. I might be holding it upside down. I'm gonna have to start wearing glasses because
Yeah.
it's they say it happens to all of us. It's
Oh
like,
my God. Yes. I think
but
we're all getting close to that point, right?
uh, if we're not already there, right?
Yep.
And great chain. So this is 8 inches. When you have a loop and toggle, you typically need to make it slightly longer because in order to have enough give for you to be able to put it on, you need to have it a little bit on the longer size. So I would say this would fit an average to a large wrist because look at how much space I have when I hold it up and look at
Yep.
where it's on my wrist. So
I love the toggle too. That's such a high-end look.
it's
Like,
pretty, very sophisticated, all the details, great style on its own or layered. You know, we know how I like to layer my pieces.
a nice piece to get though when you just want to try the line because again, it packs a punch, but then you can also have fun with it if you wanted to layer or mix and match. So I think that's why this is a perfect bracelet.
I completely agree, and that has with all the Pave Belluce that's on those end caps of the toggle bar. So that's 16 points of Pave Belluce. Just in case anyone was wondering. Oh, good, you're putting on the Jubilee hoop.
Sure am.
Okay. Well, I'll take mine out to hold up for everybody. So I know practically everybody knows the Jubilee, the ring. I'm literally calling it the ring because this is the ring for a good reason. But there is a hoop that goes with the ring. That is this Jubilee hoop earring. It is available in both the 14 karat gold clad over sterling and the rhodium over sterling silver. So it has, look at all these loops of metal, all these bands, just like the ring. So you have your 3 Berger loops, 2 on the ends, 2 on both ends. I'm sorry. I do really need my glasses so that I could
So it looks like there's one in the center
there,
too.
yeah, there's 1 on either end and there's 1 in the center. Then there's 2 high polished bands that you could see shining through. And then down the center on the diagonal is the Pave Belluce. And so that really draws the attention to the center of the hoop. Has a lot of sparkle. I'm going to put it on quickly. Lots of sparkle. It's a nice size. It's just under an inch.
There's also something kind of bold but yet airy about it because there is like a little bit of opening in between.
Yeah.
So that's like even about the ring. But just that Jubilee look, I mean, it gives you dimension. It's this excellent quality. It's really fantastic.
Here's the Jubilee shield that we were looking at earlier, and here's the Jubilee hoop. Totally looks, if you ask me. Here, I'm going to hold them up next to each other. It's probably easier to see them that way.
Right.
They both look perfect, but they both give a totally different feel.
And vibe.
You want
Yep.
something a little more conservative, like the shield, or do you want something a little bit more fun? Go with the hoop. And I like that it's a chubby hoop. It's just under half an inch from left to right, and like I was saying, it's about an inch long, just under. It has jumbo butterfly backs,
Yep. Which is
and
so nice.
that's why it's sitting so well on my ears. Because if it was a small little dinky butterfly back, it would not be sitting well on my ear at all. Finished beautifully in the back where the bands all come together. You actually have this wrap of the Berger going around the back.
Yep.
You can see everything kind of continues around. Only the pave stops at the halfway point. There's no real reason for us to continue it around to the back, which is why it stopped there. And also, a lot of times we do inside out hoops, Gina.
Yeah, I
And we
love
do that because when it's a skinnier hoop, a little bit bigger, you see right through it. But because this is a chubby hoop, you can see that you don't really see too much on the inside, which is why we put all the detail on the back, but not on the inside, and just finished it off really beautifully. So the Jubilee hoop is available in both the 14 karat gold clad as well as the rhodium with the sterling silver with the rhodium. And it's just about a carat of Pave Belluce running through the center. So I know Gina's having technical issues. She's frozen again, so I'm going to keep talking. Hopefully, her um, reception comes back in a moment, but I want to jump to the last style that we're going to talk about today, which is the Jubilee 7-band ring, direct from couture, our best-selling style for over a decade. This ring I worked on for Judith for so long with our factory, going back and forth for the execution. It was so hard to get this style executed. It is something that we had to have the model makers understand how to weave each of these bands. So this ring was actually made in multiple parts. Usually when you cast a ring, it's simple. It's usually one casting, maybe two, but for this, each band had to be casted separately and then woven one over the other and then soldered on. So really challenging to execute. But this factory, they have the most incredible model makers, incredible jewelers, really, really sophisticated factory that was able to do that. Welcome back, Gina. It's just, oh,
Happening
you keep freezing. You keep
here,
freezing. Sorry, so I'm just going to
but
keep.
thank
So this Jubilee ring
you.
was a bestseller. It was originally from the 18 karat gold couture collection. It is actually still available on judithripka.com in 18 karat gold and mine diamonds. Our version is available in the 14 karat gold clad over sterling silver or the rhodium over sterling silver with pave belle luce. And so with this ring, you have your 3 bands of berger texture, one, two, three. You have 2 bands of pave belle luce. One is a single row of the pave belle luce, the other is a double. And then you have your 2 rows of the high polished, yeah, let me just make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, rows of the high polished bands. They taper towards the back, so they're nice and comfortable on your finger. I mean, this is my favorite all time, lifetime favorite ring. Gina, sometimes I wear this as a wedding ring. Like if I don't feel like wearing my engagement ring band, I'll put this on. Sometimes I wear it as my right hand ring on my ring finger. And I sometimes wear it when I wear the one from JTV. If you see me wearing it on my middle finger, that's my JTV version.
Love it. I
Yeah.
also like for how thick it is, it's actually very comfortable.
So comfortable. I love the weight of it.
Mhm.
It's a nice, like, substantial weight. Like, you feel this ring, it's not uncomfortable, it's not too weighty, but it just feels so good and luxurious and silky and goes on so smoothly. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the way to do it. I
Yep.
mean,
1,
come on.
3. I'm ready.
Are you
Let's
doing
work
shield?
out.
Are you doing it with the hoop, though? That's what I wanna know.
What'd you say?
Are you going with the shield or are you going with the hoop?
I'm going with the hoop.
You're going with the I'm going with the shield. I'm switching this one out for the shield. The shield is my game. I love the shield earring.
I just love all 3. I mean, it would be hard to decide, but if we're gonna do a Gina's pick, I think it has to be the bracelet.
You know what, Gina? I'm right there with you. Oh, it's too hard for me to do that.
I know, but I love the ring too. I don't know.
No, the ring is my like baby. Like I everyone okay, here's the thing. Everyone has to have this ring. I'm not kidding. I don't say that about a lot of things, but this is one of those rings that time has shown over and over again. I've never heard of anyone that's not happy once they've gotten this ring home. Everybody loves the ring. Now, if you're going to add to it, you go with the bracelet. If you want something really
Yeah.
special. So, although Gina, you know, I don't say this for most of our Judas jewelry boxes, but this is one
Okay.
of those that really every single style that we've looked at today, for me, has a reason to be in my jewelry box.
I love it.
So I'm not expecting everybody to go out and purchase every single thing we discuss, but I will say I don't think anyone will be disappointed with a single one of these styles.
No
Not
way.
they're
No.
all phenomenal classic styles that you'll wear for years to come.
And I love that they're all available now on JTV. It's
And they're
awesome.
on JTV. So Gina, this has been another fun evening
Oh,
together.
thank
I'm
you.
sorry you had technical issues.
Yeah.
I tried my best to make up for it. So thank you to everyone that stuck it out with me. Have a lovely evening. And Gina, I'll see you next week.
Oh, I will see you next week.
All right.
Okay.
Good night, everyone. Bye
Bye.
bye.